Hi, and welcome back to BizDev Weekly, the business development show. I'm here in studio with Chris Hamilton from salestipaday.com. Well, you know what? Great company out there came up with a wonderful invention called the Post-it note. And you know what? We all use it to write little notes to ourselves to remind stuff. And you know, our associates put Post-it notes in odd places to get us to get stuff done. But you know what? Chris has a sales tip that really works when it comes to sending a note off to someone, either as a thank you note or as a follow-up, to include Post-it notes. Chris, explain to me how this becomes a very powerful follow-up technique.
Absolutely, Kirsten. I'm gonna give you an example. Once Kirsten and I did a webcast, and we were inviting people from the financial world to come to this webcast. So what we did was we created a invitation that we printed up, and we hand wrote the envelopes. So we sent out about 200, 250, somewhere in that range. And what had happened was we ended up putting an additional Post-it note right in the inside of this thing. And what it was person's first name. Hey, we thought this might be of interest to you because this has helped raise millions of dollars in funds for a financial institution. Regards, Chris. And I'll tell you what, just by putting that in there, we got so many calls from people going, do I know you? And I was like, well, no, but obviously that little Post-it note worked because you're contacting me to figure out if I know you or not. And that would engage the conversation and get going with these guys. And it helped us in the sales process. That just by putting an invitation together with a Post-it note with a handwritten envelope, we had it was almost a 25% uptake on that, which means the open rate was huge, but the actual uptake on the invitation to come to the event was massive. It was huge. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I attribute a lot of that to using the Post-it note. One other way that I use it right now is I send out a lot of information to companies about different things that I do. And we did a webcast, probably about a year ago. It was about 12 things that you can use to double your business. And it's mostly designed around home contractors. And so I went to Vistaprint and actually just printed up, hey, you want to see 12 tips that you can help? Go to this URL, and I shortened it with bit.ly, which is a URL shortener, and it's just regards Chris. And I just kind of highlight that and I slap it in these letters whenever I send them out. So it's a secondary piece of information that I'm trying to provide value to these guys for. But same sort of thing. I see a constant stream of people coming to that web page from that URL because of the fact that I include it in the letters that I send out with people.
Well, you know, and there's another, I mean, there's a strategy involved there that a lot of different things happen when you include the Post-it note. Obviously, standing out is one that comes to mind, you know, especially when everyone's emailing now. I mean, email, even if it's like within a group of people that you know, you're not spamming, but you're emailing. People just, they see it, they forget it. You send out a letter, often doesn't get past the gatekeeper, so it's important to personalize and make that stand out, even by handwriting that envelope. But getting into that actual card or letter and writing that Post-it note, just think of the psychology behind it. You've got something that's that call to action, right? That's that focused mention. That's the most important thing you want them to do. What do? They're going to pull it off that letter, they're going to stick it on their monitor, and they say, I'll get to that later. There's a way that actually turns into a call to action that will actually be probably, pardon the pun, a stickier call to action, Chris. Anyways, great tips, great ideas from a wealth of information that comes out of salestipaday.com. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Thanks for having me, Kirsten. And
thank you all for joining us. If you need more advice and are looking for immediate tips and help from our consultants, visit newlucid.com, our business development portal. We can offer small and medium-sized business help with regards to any of your business development needs. Or if you just like to watch more of our videos, check out bizdevweekly.com. That's our business development show online. Thanks everyone for joining.
Thanks.